Hello everyone, in today's video I'll be doing a review video on the Victorinox Swiss Army knife. This is a Huntsman model. This is the creators from the original Swiss Army knife. It's pretty much like the original Swiss Army knife except for the package. The package is a bit different. In the old package it had some kind of a plastic injection for the knife, and you would take it out of the case like that. But now they don't have it, and there's no instruction manual for the compared to the one that I got in 1986, which was this one right here. This one isn't exactly the one that I got in 1986. It was called the Swiss Army Knife Tinker. It's exactly this type of knife. But I bought this one in 2016 at Fry's Electronics because I lost the old one. They're pretty much the same knife. The finish is the same as before, as I can feel. Same type of plastic. It feels very high quality. The difference between the Tinker and this model is that the Tinker model doesn't come with a well, actually it comes with something that the Huntsman doesn't have, which is a Phillips head screwdriver. That one doesn't have it. For everything else, this has and more. It has something that the Tinker doesn't have, like a wine corkscrew. The Tinker also has this one. I think this is for threading a needle or something. You could put a needle, you could put thread through there, and you could also kind of like use it against wood to carve in some stuff to wood. And it has a hook, something that the Tinker doesn't have. I don't know what that hook is used for. Maybe, I'm not really sure what it is. I never used it. It does have the same toothpick as the Tinker. Comes with the tweezer. The tweezer is pretty functional. I used it a couple of times when I had to remove splinters from my hand. On the other side you have the knife, the blade, the main blade. You also have a backup blade. That. You have a flat head screwdriver, which locks in pretty tight. But there's no Phillips head screwdriver in this. Locks like that and put it in like that. There's a can opener and a small flathead screwdriver at the tip. You could use this to open cans. I used it a couple of times. It's pretty useful. You just use it like this. You just weave it through, and you can open up any can, any tin can. It has something. It also has a saw, which you can use when you go camping for cutting fallen tree branches. If you want to turn into firewood or something, you can. I used it before, and it's not going to like close on your hand, which would be very painful if it did. The saw is pretty robust, as you can see. What else does it have? It also has a pair of scissors, which I find is pretty useful. I like the scissor. It's functional. You can use it to cut stuff with it. I'll cut this paper with it. Paper towel. Has a very good spring over here. The spring's good. That's what helps you to cut, basically. And the wine cork screw. If you drink wine, you could use this to open a wine cork. I've never used it because I don't drink wine. But if you do drink wine, you could definitely use that. It's a pretty functional knife. I own 2 Swiss Army knives, this one and this one. Although I like this one. It's very simple. It's not as thick as the Huntsman. As you can see, the Huntsman's on the left, and the Tinker is on the right. You can see that. You can see the difference in the thickness. And if you get the Swiss Champ, it's about double the size of the Huntsman. It's pretty thick. It's a pretty chunky Swiss Army knife. I just find the Phillips head screwdriver pretty useful. I do use it a lot. But it's pretty good. Nice thing to have. You could carry it on your keychain if you want, but I generally don't carry it on a keychain because it could mar the finish, the plastic finish on the handle. The finish is the same. I think these knives really haven't changed for the past, let's see, 86, that's 37 years. It really hasn't changed very much, because the first one I got was this one in 1986. Except for the packaging. The packaging is different. If there's no plastic insert for it. And the box was a little bit bigger for the 1986 version of the Tinker. And it had an instruction manual, and this one does not come with it. I guess because we live in the internet age, there's no need for paper manual. I guess anyone who wants to know about it could just go on the internet and find it, or they can go to Victorinox's website and I guess view the instruction manual in a PDF format or something. Yeah, it's a pretty good knife. I really do like these knives. Especially when you go camping or something. It's useful. Or sometimes when I need, and even when I'm not camping, I may need something like a flathead screwdriver, you know, or a Phillips head screwdriver, or I may need scissors to cut stuff. Or I could use this thing when I'm sewing, you know, or use the toothpick after I eat, or use the tweezers. Still pretty functional. Yeah, so it's a little bit thicker, but it's manageable. You shouldn't have any problems carrying that. A knife is just a tool, basically. This is a tool knife, basically. Pretty good to have around if you need it. Hope you found it helpful. If you have any thoughts or questions, you could leave in the comment section below. And thanks for watching.